I'm Ashley Olenkiewicz. I'm a Questbridge Scholar, and I received a full ride to Princeton University. I plan on majoring in microbiology and attending medical school to eventually work in the World Health Organization. So I was sitting in my 4-9 class here at Porter High School, and I went onto Instagram and I saw that the Questbridge Instagram account had posted the number of finalists or the number of people who had matched this year. So I opened up my portal and I saw the big letters in bold that said congratulations, and there was confetti falling down the screen. And then I read the smaller print that said I had matched to Princeton University. And in that moment, I was so overwhelmed. So I went out into the hallway and I called my mom. And then she started crying on the phone and I started crying. And I just couldn't believe that it was happening. I went to go tell my debate coach, who was also my biology teacher last year and who also wrote my recommendation letter for my application. And he was really happy for me, and he took me around the whole school to tell all of the administration that I had been matched to Princeton. I had always had the goal of attending a top university, more specifically an Ivy League. It had always been my goal since I was younger, but I knew that it was a really slim chance that I would be accepted. I mean, only 6% of people who apply are accepted. So I knew that it was really hard, but I wanted to try. And so I said there was no harm in applying, and I did. And I think that adds to why it feels so surreal, because I never thought that I would actually get into an Ivy League, and it didn't feel accessible. I took AP Biology this past year, my junior year, and that got me really interested in biology, and that's part of the reason that I chose it as my intended major at this moment. But I think what really pushed me is the extracurriculars that I participated in. Specifically Skills USA, I became a national officer in my junior year, and that allowed me to travel to different states and to meet with people from different regions across the country. And I learned how to speak with people, how to learn about others, and just become a better speaker, more confident. And also it just helped my communication and social skills. I advocated for career and technical education, and that got me really interested in advocacy work. And this was fueled even more by when I started doing debate and the specific events that I did within debate, like Model United Nations, Model Congress, extemporaneous speaking, really gave me this passion to work as an advocate or to work in politics. Well, after college, at this moment, I plan on attending medical school, but I'm also interested in law, and so I'm not super sure of where I'll be attending after college. But the reason I want to work in the World Health Organization is because I'm super passionate about medicine, and I'm also super passionate about advocacy work, and so I want to combine the two. I'm also really interested in politics, and so if I could eventually work as a representative, that's also another dream of mine. And I know a lot of people who don't think that they have done enough to apply to these universities, or that they don't have the resources to pay for these universities. But now it's changed to where these top universities, they have a lot of resources to help students like us out. And so there are ways in which you can receive full ride scholarships, and you can pursue your dreams and your goals at these universities. And so it is possible. And if you find yourself believing that you don't think you've done enough in high school, or you don't have enough on your application, look in all the ways that you don't think would normally be seen as leadership. Leadership can be helping out at your family's business. Leadership can be taking care of your little sister at home because your parents have to work over the summer. It can be found in a lot of different ways, and I encourage you to look for those ways because I bet you do have a good application. And if you ask for help on your essays and you take time, you have a really good chance. And I think that you should always try, even if you don't think it's possible, because somebody has to be accepted, and that could be you. I want to give a special thanks to my mom and to my grandma and to my little sister for being my support system all through high school and for being the ones who encourage me to apply and to try even if I don't think that it's possible. I want to thank my biology teacher and my debate coach, Mr. Levy, for also encouraging me and telling me to go for it and helping me with debate and writing my recommendation letter. I also want to thank my friends here at school for being my positivity and for always being happy, and for also telling me that it's possible and that I do have a chance at achieving what I set out to do.